Hi guys, how are you? I hope that all of you are doing good. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel English Literature and English Study. So here it is, we are going to discuss one of the prominent novel that was written by the Jane Austen in the 19th century, and the novel name is Pride and Prejudice. In this lecture of the Pride and Prejudice, we are going to discuss about the introduction of the Jane Austen, about her major plays, and about the major points of the Pride and Prejudice. And in our coming video, we are going to discuss about the summary of the Pride and Prejudice, and about we will discuss of the major question that can be asked from the university point of view. We'll discuss in the coming video. So a lot to know, a lot to discuss. But first, let me tell you that if you are new to this YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can get the notification of the coming videos without any delay. So let's begin our lecture. Here it is the introduction to the Jane Austen, and she was born on 16th of December 1775, and she died on 24th of the July 1870. A very short lifespan, but she had a lovable character and a very attractive personality that she possessed, and she is considered as one of the major novelists of the 19th century. Sometimes she is termed as a domestic novelist. I will discuss this point also, and this question also can be asked in the exams, that why she is called as a domestic novelist. There are so many reasons, but first reason is that all of her novels depicts the domestic problems, like the family problems, like marriages problems, money problems, like that. And also she was a very brilliant student since her childhood. In fact, she was in a position to write a novel in the age of 17. She was taught by her father. She could speak many languages, not only English but also the Italian as well. So here it is, a major novels of the Jane Austen. Her first novel was written in the name of Sense and Sensibility, and it was published in 1811. This short question can be asked in the exam, and that write 2 or 3 major plays of the Jane Austen. So Pride and Prejudice was published in 1830. Mansfield Park, it was one of the beautiful novel that was written in 1813, and Emma, that was written in 1815. Northanger Abbey, it was published in 1817, and her 6th novel was written under the name of Persuasion, it was published in 1817. So it can be a question can be asked in the exam, write the Jane Austen as a novelist. Or she got characters and dialogues from the real world of the time, represent the society. हकीकी ज़िंदगी से वो characters और dialogues को लेती थी, और पूरी society की जो है ना वो what is called, she represent via her novels. And most of her novels discuss the aspect matrimonial complexities of the life. Matrimonial is related with the marriage, like the शादी के बाद की जो पेचीदगियाँ होती हैं ना, उनको she represent. Absence of a perfect hero and extreme villain made her novels outclass and appealing to the society. This is also one of the very appealing what is called aspect of the Jane Austen novels. She never depicted natural elements. Okay, so here it is a point. Because it was a time of a revolution in the poetry, it was a time of the poetry that is called a romantic poetry. In that, during the age, most of the novels and the poetry that was totally written according to the natural aspects, according to the romantic what is called the flavor, but she never depicted natural elements. Jane Austen speak more of the realities and humbleness of a character. हकाइक पर मबनी जो है ना novels she wrote. So let's go to our next slide. Pride and Prejudice. So its plot is well knit and organic plot. Structure of the story is dramatic. The plot of the novel is not simple but compound. I will discuss this point also in detail in our coming video. Her all plot are well knit and organic. Beauty of the novelist, it is called, के उनके जो प्लॉट होते हैं वो अच्छी तरह से ऑर्गेनिक प्लॉट्स होते हैं. Prejudice is a social comedy. Yes, You will see through his characters after reading and after coming to know about the summary of the Pride and Prejudice कि किस तरह ये social comedy है. Presentation of the middle class. She belonged to a middle class and she represent a lot of middle class characters in our novel. Life of aristocracy and military elements are also prominent in his novels and also in the Pride and Prejudice. So art of characterization, जो एक किसी भी novelist या नॉवल लिखने वाले की एक बहुत बड़ी क्वालिटी होती है, वो ये होती है कि उसके जो करेक्टराइजेशन होती है वो बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से होती है, परफेक्टली स्ट्रक्चर होती है. वैरायटी एंड अबंडेंस ऑफ द करेक्टर. आप देखेंगे कि प्राइड एंड प्रेजुडिस में बेशुमार करेक्टर्स हैं. दे आर मैनी साइडेडनेस, बहुत ज़्यादा किस्म के साइड वो रखते हैं, तो उसको उसने किस तरह जो है ना रिप्रेजेंट किया. सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर आप देखेंगे करेक्टर्स का. राउंड एंड द स्ट्रेट करेक्टर्स देखेंगे. फीमेल करेक्टर. यूज ऑफ ड्रामेटिक मेथड. सो देर आर सो मैनी प्रोमिनेंट points that will come to appear after reading the summary and the question answer of the novel. So just major point of the plot. Whole plot revolves around the theme of the marriage. As I have told you कि Jane Austen के तमाम जो novels हैं वो matrimonial complexities के गिर revolve करते हैं. So this novel as well, Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen is said to be the founder of the domestic novels. Yes, this is also a point that you can write in the Jane Austen's what is called the biography or Jane Austen's perspective कि Jane Austen को founder of the domestic novels कहा जाता है. Why? All of her 6 novels focused on the domestic problems. So this is why she is called as a domestic novels. घरेलू मामलात को जो है ना वो ज़ेरे बहस लेती हैं. Next slide. Plot is not simple. Yes, I have told you that the plot of the story is not simple because the novel has many pairs of lovers. The novel consists of subplots as well as digressions. Love of Darcy and Elizabeth, the main plot. दो करेक्टर्स होते हैं, उनका आपस में जो होता है. लव ऑफ द जेन एंड बिंगले, इट्स आल्सो द सब प्लॉट. लव ऑफ द लेडिया विकम, इट्स वाज आल्सो एपिसोड इन द novel. Love of the Colin and the Charlotte, it also episode. So you can see there are so many characters having love affairs with each other. It's a very compound novel. It's not simple, but after reading the summary and the story of this novel you will come to know that how beautifully Jane Austen constructed this through her proficiency of the novelist. So here it is. End from this video. We'll come to you with our next video. I've told you that we'll discuss about the summary and the question answer according to the university perspective, according to the university point of view of the very beautiful novel of the Pride and Prejudice. Till then, bye.